injured or lifeless, wandering or hovering, whether on land or underwater. No matter how fragile these critters look, their unpredictable mood can always send a spine-chilling shock. And this is not it. The number of animals we should run away from is staggering. From the largest to the most menacing and the virulent tiniest creepers. Here is a list of animals that you should run away fast. Wolf spider. An agile hunter with excellent eyesight. The wolf spider got this name from the way it hunts its prey like a wolf. Instead of catching on a web, it stalks and chases its prey. Although they are non-venomous, they don't pose a danger to humans, but if provoked, can offer a very painful bite. The bitten area will have 2 red marks from the spider's fangs that may include swelling and itching. Severe symptoms include cramps and muscle tightening. And if your condition gets worse, call your doctor immediately, right away. Short-horned lizard. Looks like a cross between a dragon and a toad, but these horned reptiles are mostly found in deserts and semi-arid environments, and are excellent at camouflaging with their desert habitats. Along with their body covered with sharp scales, they have adopted a very unique self-defense strategy. In order to ward off hungry predators, it's capable of inflating its body up to twice its size. And if this proves insufficient, some species employ one of the most bizarre defense mechanisms. It shoots blood from its eyes. The ominous squirting blood emanates from ducts in the corner of its eyes and can travel a distance of up to 3 feet. Usually, it is meant to confuse predators, but also contains a chemical that is noxious to dogs, wolves, and coyotes. Although these short-horned lizards are harmless to human beings, their blood contains formic acid, exposure to which can cause headaches and nausea. In the worst case, it can burn skin and even damage eyes. Tiger without teeth. If you think a tiger without teeth is harmless, you are wrong. Why? Well, let me take you to the last years of the 19th century, when an estimated number of 400 deaths were reported in India. The killer was identified as the Champawat tiger, whose attacks were listed in the Guinness Book of World Records. However, the tiger was shot dead, after which its post-mortem revealed many shocking truths. Her lower canine was broken to the bone, while the upper canine was broken in half. In short, it was a tiger without teeth. And major missing teeth prevented the tigress from hunting her natural prey. Hence, she started hunting humans. So next time, if you see any of these big cats with missing canines, run away as fast as you can, because it won't take too much time to make a character from the past. Oarfish. It is always fascinating to spot rare aquatic animals because most of them are deep-sea creatures and hardly come to the surface. But there is a creature whose presence on the beach is considered a bad omen. Living at great depths of more than 3,000 feet, oarfish scarcely come to the surface, and their sightings are always considered as a warning of some upcoming natural disaster. In Japanese mythology, these deep-sea creatures are messengers of the sea dragon and come to the surface to warn people, and mostly their presence is associated with earthquakes. Although there's no scientific evidence of it, their occurrence on the surface always creates havoc among people. Restless birds. Associating an oarfish sighting with natural disasters has been debunked by many scientists, though there's another rare phenomenon that has even left the scientists in doubt. The rare phenomenon was observed a few months back in Turkey, when a large number of birds were seen screeching and flying restlessly all over the sky. Strangely, after some time, the country was struck by a disastrous earthquake, and this erratic behavior of the birds was thought to be a prediction of that earthquake. Apart from the local community, scientists also claim that animals and birds are able to sense danger that humans can't, and therefore start behaving strangely. In fact, in 1975, a massive earthquake hit a Chinese city, but no major casualties were reported, as many people were already evacuated from the city after observing a strange change in the behavior of dogs. So, always keep your eyes on the movements of animals, as any odd move can warn you of a deadly catastrophe. Seagull. Not every bird flying in the sky will predict some tsunami or earthquake. Some will only approach you to steal your food. Although there are many birds known to charge humans, a seagull sits at the top of the list. Mostly found near the coastal lines, these majestic birds might amaze you with their angelic looks. But if they spot something to eat in your hand, they will fly at the speed of light to steal that food item. Not only to sneak your snack, but sometimes the strike is due to protect their nests, as seagulls are highly territorial and would attack any approaching threat. Their razor-sharp bills and beak can cause serious injuries. So if you don't want your food to be snatched, try to stay away from the seagull as much as possible. Beach mammals. According to research, thousands of marine animals are washed ashore each year due to different reasons, from sickness to navigation errors to bad weather. And sometimes, hunting too close to shore could become the ultimate reason for their strandings. Most of the time, the animals found on the beach are dead, but if there's a sign of life, people make every possible effort to rescue them, which is no doubt highly appreciated. But it is not always a good idea to go near a stranded animal. These beached creatures not only attract the rescue teams, there are some other creatures too. Mammals stuck on the coastlines can easily grab the attention of predators. For them, a beached animal would be an easy target rather than hunting in water, as a result of which these predators could attack humans as well. So the presence of a mammal on the beach could be a warning to stay away, because these mammals, either dead or alive, could prove fatal for mankind. Dead elephant. If you think an elephant running behind you in the middle of a safari park can eliminate you from this planet, think twice, because a dead elephant can also ruin your day. After mourning over the deceased elephant, the other members of the herd move on, leaving the carcass for scavengers or other predators who look for an easy meal. And if the carcass remains undiscovered, it can provide an ideal site for bacteria to start the process of decomposition, during which methane is produced, large amounts of which could cause the dead body to bloat like a huge balloon. For some of the tusk hunters, a dead elephant could be a full jackpot, but getting close to a bloated elephant could be as dangerous as putting your hand on some explosive stuff, as it will explode. One such incident took place a few years back in Sri Lanka, when a group of villagers discovered an enlarged dead elephant. Without having any idea that they should not touch the bloated animal, one of the guys started cutting through the flesh. With his axe exerting more force, he continued the laceration, and then suddenly it exploded with immense pressure, shooting out the contents in the form of dung and gas, and pushing everyone back. The man remained unharmed and luckily survived to tell others why we should not go near a dead, bloated elephant. Bloated whale carcass. Not just a sizable four-legged carcass will thrust you. Some of these sea mammals also hold the title for this. Soon after their death, the whales will drain nitrogen, initiating microbial activity, as a result of which gas buildup within their decomposing bodies, causing the carcass to bloat, kind of like blowing up a balloon. And touching a bloated whale with some sharp tool like a spear could result in a forceful explosion of the animal, which may or may not harm the person standing by. However, the amount of nasty contents scattering in the atmosphere would lead you to run away as far as you could. Hippo. You might think, why run away after watching a hippo? Or, how could such a heavy mammal run that fast? Hippos look fat and slow, but that's only half true, because hippos are fat and fast. It's hard to imagine how an animal as large as a hippo would run so fast, but it's true. They can hit a speed of 30 miles per hour despite their hefty weight. Watching a hippo run is rather amusing, unless it's chasing you. Upon threat or provocation, it will not hesitate to gallop its offender, no matter a two-legged guy or a four-wheeled vehicle. It will immediately speed up and tell you to stay away. Not just on land, but in water as well, they can easily manage to outrun a person. Although they're not very good swimmers and can reach 5 miles per hour, it doesn't mean they will ignore you. since they are highly unpredictable and also very territorial in water. Visiting a water body with a hippo inside won't be a good idea. Pufferfish. Also dubbed blowfish, a pufferfish can provoke you to pick it up because of its innocent-looking features. But touching a pufferfish is not safe at all. Either underwater or on the beach, an encounter with this aquatic creature could be quite distressing. Known as one of the most potent sea creatures, the pufferfish, with skin covered with spikes, contains deadly toxins, which are exceedingly hazardous, not only for other sea animals, but for humans as well. So avoid contact with puffed-out pufferfish, as touching one can cause severe illness and eventually lead its victim to death. Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Vicious piranhas. Well, not just the saltwater creatures, but sometimes freshwater trolls can also give you a hard time. Native to the freshwaters of South America, piranhas have a cunning reputation for their ferocity. With deep bodies, sharp-edged bellies, and strong jaws with triangular teeth, these omnivorous toothed fish prefer scavenging over hunting, and only frenzy when dead flesh is in the water. But that doesn't mean they won't attack a human. Sometimes, due to food scarcity, they become aggressive, and also, if provoked, would not wait to get a chunk of your flesh. So, to prevent the trouble, it's better to stay away from piranha-infested waters. Cone snail. Indigenous to the reef of Indo-Pacific, this patterned brown and white-shelled creature is the most venomous cone snail species. This stationary-looking creature possesses a harpoon-like tooth capable of injecting a potent neurotoxin that's a mixture of different potent substances, including tetrodotoxin. The venomous dose from this snail can cause intense pain and tingling. Severe cases include blurred vision and muscle paralysis, and this may lead to a complete collapse. The venom from one cone snail has a hypothesized potential of killing up to 700 people. Giant water bugs. If you think it's only the pufferfish that will inject its toxin underwater, take your time to think again, as a giant water bug can also leave you in pain. Resembling an enormous aquatic tick, these giant bugs mostly live in fresh water. Growing up to 4 inches long, these insects can prey on anything, from other bugs to fish and even snakes. Also known as a toe biter, it can deliver a painful bite between the toes of any unsuspecting human feet. Although it won't seek out a human for an attack, it also won't step back to take a defensive bite if you get too close. Capable of puncturing the skin with their dagger-like mouth, their sting is known as one of the most painful bites. You may not even get a chance to spot the offending insect before it dashes off, but you'll undoubtedly be left with an indelible impression and a swollen, throbbing toe. Electric eel. Not just painful bites or deadly stinks, sometimes an electric jolt is enough to keep you away from the fresh water. And this underwater shock is delivered by an electric eel. Mostly found in warm and murky water, they have smooth skin and snake-like features with a very unique defensive mechanism. Their bodies contain electric organs with about 6,000 specialized cells called electrolytes that store power like tiny batteries, helping the animal to produce about 330 to 650 volts of electricity. When threatened or attacking prey, eels will generate an enormous electric charge to stun prey or dissuade predators. Although human deaths from electric eels are extremely rare, if ever encountered, multiple shocks can cause respiratory or heart failure. Also, there are chances of drowning in water after a stunning jolt. Crown of thorns starfish. Since starfish are non-venomous and their presence on the beach can force you to pick them up, let me tell you one thing here. Not all starfish are welcoming. Some of them can leave you with the most painful memories. A few years back in the Philippines, a beachgoer was spotted with a strange mass of thorns embedded in her feet. Thankfully, she was timely rescued, and the spiky body was removed. Later, that odd bristled object was identified as a crown of thorns, a rare species of starfish whose entire body, including its arms, is covered with venomous, needle-sharp spines, capable of delivering stings that can provoke different pathological symptoms, such as pain, vomiting, and swelling, and in the worst cases, could even lead to paralysis. So next time while visiting a beach, avoid picking any starfish up, as the body of a crown of thorn starfish is almost the same as an ordinary starfish. Box jellyfish. A creature with a transparent box-like body connected to long bootlace-like tentacles. Here we have another noxious aquatic invertebrate whose venom is enough to kill more than 60 people in just 2 minutes. The stings of this creature can cause serious symptoms within a few minutes, while the marks remain for a lifetime. In the most severe cases, a person can experience cardiac arrest because the poison attacks cardiac activity. After an attack, the victim will experience an extremely low heart rate, painful stings, and probably death. Prevention is the key, but learning the symptoms before a beach vacation can help you get treated fast. Blue-ringed octopus. All octopuses have some sort of venom to paralyze their victims, but this one on the list is an extremely venomous species of octopus. With the venom secreted from their salivary gland, the blue-ringed octopus bite may contain a severely powerful neurotoxin that can be up to 10,000 times more potent than a cyanide, a dose of which can shut down muscles, putting a pause to breathing and causing death within 30 minutes. Its small size may make it seem harmless, perhaps even compelling people to pick it up and snap a pic. But the bright blue coloring says as boldly as it can, "Don't touch, I'm toxic." Patui. Smaller than feet, this tiny bird might fool you with its adorable look and bright colors. But let me reveal a very shocking fact about Patui. This tiny bird is notorious for its ominous features, which makes it dangerous not only to its predators, but to humans as well. The bird is highly poisonous. But it's not the bird which produces the poison. This hazardous toxin is obtained from the beetles it eats. Surprisingly, this toxic chemical boosts up the bird's self-defense mechanism. However, it can cause itching, burning, numbness, and in the worst cases, paralysis, leading to death. Black mamba. Known as the world's deadliest snake, the black mamba has been blamed for numerous fatalities. Even African myths exaggerate their capabilities to legendary proportions. Growing up to 14 feet long, this fast and highly aggressive snake has intense, potent venom, 2 drops of which is enough to put a full stop to one's life. Although black mamba bites don't cause necrosis or swelling, the amount of injected venom is 40 times the amount needed for an adult to collapse. The venom starts affecting the victim within 10 minutes, causing a wide variety of effects such as dizziness, blurred vision, heart or respiratory failure, and ultimately leading to death. Most black mambas live far away from the most highly populated places and won't seek out human interaction. But if cornered or confronted, they will definitely tell who they are. Porcupine. Known as the cactus of the animal kingdom, a porcupine is a large rodent with coats of sharp spines and quills that protect them against predation. According to research, the body of a single animal is covered with 30,000 quills, which typically lie flat and are only raised as a response to some threat. People often assume porcupine quills are venomous, and the animal is capable of shooting them at its victims. But these are just misconceptions, as neither the barbs are poisonous, nor can porcupines shoot them. They are only detached when touched, and cause deep infection in tissues. Migrating quills can also embed in joints, poke into the eye, or even penetrate into the brain or other organs, creating a real life-threatening health crisis. Slow loris. The tickling might look cute, but it's actually an effort to access the venomous glands on its elbow. The only primate with venom, here's an oddity of the animal kingdom. The slow loris, a wide-eyed nocturnal primate that is also called the adorable furball of death. They may look harmless, but a slow loris can pack a gnarly bite laced with venom powerful enough to rot flesh. They have special glands underneath their armpits that ooze a noxious oil. When alarmed, they will lick these glands to spread the toxin to their teeth, making the bite strong enough to pierce through the bones, and the imbued venom can incapacitate predators as large as humans. Scientists have long been fascinated with slow lorises, and until now, they haven't been able to pinpoint exactly why they have venom or how they use it. Golden poison dart frog. Despite its small size and gleaming look, a golden poison dart frog is considered the most poisonous amphibian on our planet. The frog's poison is found in their skin. However, scientists are unsure of the source of this frog's amazing toxicity. It is possible they assimilate plant poisons, which are carried by their prey, and the toxin is enough to kill 20,000 mice or 10 people. The poison permanently prevents nerves from transmitting impulses, which leads to heart failure. And since there's no cure or antitoxin, death can occur in less than 10 minutes. Thankfully, this extraordinarily lethal frog is very rare and only native to the Pacific coast of Colombia. Africanized honeybee. Mostly nesting on huge tree trunks, these tiny buzzers often occupy empty spaces they find suitable to live. Known as killer bees, Africanized honeybees are dangerous stinging insects that have been known to chase people for more than a quarter of a mile once they get aggressive or excited. If threatened, they will form a swarm, leading to multiple stings during the attack. The barbed sting from each bee will lodge in the skin to release the venom, leaving the victim in sharp, burning pain, red welts, and swelling around the sting area. Africanized honeybees are highly defensive and have been known to kill thousands of small and large animals. So if you don't want to get the pain, never mess with these tiny killer colonies. Harvester ants. As small as a dot, but as dangerous as 35 rattlesnakes. These are harvester ants, which are also referred to as agricultural ants that collect seeds that are stored in their nests. You may assume they are tiny, mild insects, but wait for the aggressive one that will show its terrifying face as a dangerous biter. When threatened, they will inject painful venom with their stingers. During a bite, the ant will grab your skin with its pincers and release a chemical into your skin, which will cause 4 to 8 hours of sharp pain, along with piloerection and localized swelling around the area of the sting. Brazilian wandering spider. Nearly all spiders are venomous. A few stand out from the crowd for their potent toxins, and one of them is the Brazilian wandering spider, which is also known as the banana spider, as according to some myths, they love to live in bananas. This large spider with strong, spiny legs is infamous for its lethal bite that delivers neurotoxic venom, leaving its victim in severe pain. In addition to the hours-long painful erection, the wandering spider's bite can cause loss of muscle control, difficulty in breathing, and if not treated timely, can lead the sufferer to collapse due to oxygen deprivation. Due to their noxious behavior, Guinness World Record has named the Brazilian wandering spider the world's most venomous spider. Black widow. Meet this most venomous spider from North America, whose venom is 15 times stronger than a rattlesnake. Black widow is the name earned by a female spider because of the weird habit of eating the male after mating. Sometimes dubbed shoe button spider, it is infamous for its most deadly bites. Although it rarely bites people, it can cause severe pain and nausea. While biting, it uses a chemical to overwhelm nerve cells, and the first symptom is usually pain similar to a pinprick. Other than pain, swelling, redness, and a target-shaped sore may also appear. Funnel web spider. Now, let's talk about the venomous creeper from Tasmania. Commonly known as the Australian funnel web spider, this glossy, brown-black spider is named for its funnel-shaped web. Although not very large in size, a single bite from its fangs can cause extreme pain, as its venom is highly toxic. Early symptoms include pain at the bite site, reddish swelling, and numbness in or around the mouth. All funnel web bites should be treated immediately, as delay in treatment could be life-threatening. Whitetail spider. Native to southern and eastern Australia, these sinister hunters are known for the whitish tip at the end of their abdomen. Mostly active at night, they hunt out for anything which seems interesting to them, from a small bug to an adult human being. They can bite any living organism. Although these spiders are non-venomous and less harmful, sometimes their bite can initiate burning pain, followed by swelling and red marks at the bitten area. Some people can have severe allergic reactions, including tightness of the throat, which in rare cases can be fatal. Yellow sac spider. Usually pale in color and small in size, these fast-running spiders get their name from their yellowish beige color abdomen and the fact that their web is not really a web, but a sac-shaped place where they hide. Despite their small size, they have been observed crawling across the human skin surface and biting without provocation. Their bite is at first painless, with symptoms similar to a mosquito sting, and then starts becoming painful with swelling, due to which people often misdiagnose these marks. But the injected venom can damage and kill skin tissue, leading to slow-healing sores and severe irritation. This stomach-turning image of a handful of painful wounds quickly went viral, right after it was shared online. According to the person, he was bitten by some venomous insect, but he was not able to recognize its stinger. However, a number of people suggested that he must be bitten by a brown recluse spider, whose venom can cause a lot of damage. One of the active enzymes in its venom causes significant damage to blood vessels and cell death to the tissues at the envenomation site. Even after the details explained by many internet users, a few have claimed that the symptoms from the bite of brown recluse spiders are different from this. But anyhow, I'd like to hear your opinion as well. What do you think about this picture? Do let us know by commenting down below. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.